provisional visa. That means it is not permanent visa. Once you have passed at least 3 years in this visa, then you can lose 191 permanent visa. Actually, today I'm going to explain about 491 visa, especially for ICT state nomination, and what is the general requirement of this visa so that you can lose this visa. First of all, before you lose this visa as a state nomination, you need to fill up meet up the general requirement of the Home Affairs. For this, as 65 points, you have not turned 45 years age, competent English, and you also need to get a positive skill assessment in your own occupation. Once you fit up with those criteria, then the second stage is that you have to also measure up or live up to the requirement that is requesting or required by the state nomination. And the first one is for the ICT, your occupation should be in the list of ICT occupation list. That's if your occupation is not set out in ICT occupation list, then you are no longer eligible to lodge EOI. You are already lodged EOI as a Home Affairs website, but you are not eligible to lodge ROI in that means Canberra matrix for ICT. Then that minimum means you are competent no longer, English, which is 6 is banned. And the residency requirement is that you haven't not lived last 12 months in Australia. That means you have been living in abroad last 12 months. If you are come about the Australia within 12 months, then you are no longer eligible to lodge the Canberra matrix for ROI, ICT ROI. And the other thing is that you shouldn't hold any visa other than a visitor visa. Visitor visa is okay, but if you hold other than visitor visa, you are also not eligible to put in the Canberra online matrix. For example, if you employment experience, how many years of experience minimum you have to be hold in your you have to be if to lose these to put in the Canberra matrix, to put in your form in Canberra. You have to minimum like 1 year last in the 5 years for 91. That means if you don't work and even one minimum 1 year last 5 years, then you also not eligible to lose to hand in Canberra matrix. For example, if someone working like more than 8 years before 5 years, but they don't have any experience related to the experience within these 5 years, then they are not eligible ICT, to apply. You also be sure that your job is so demand in the ICT, and you are no longer need to wait to apply to get your job, and you also prove that you are already looked into a list of job that is recently like published, and if you are here, you are most likely to get those kind of job. And yeah, though you definitely you are out of Australia, so you will miss out all these job interview and apply for the job, but at least you have to submit the list of job and try to you try to apply those job, and you also prove that how likely to get those job if you are in the Australia. Commitment to live, you also show up your commitment. If you really get into ICT, you are going to live at least 2 years in the state, and so for this you also have to signing the agreement, and commitment later also need to send in while you submit your Canberra matrix. Other one is a settlement fund. You also have enough settlement fund like your deposit or anything, so you don't need to depend on other people while you are like struggling to settle in ICT. The other thing is that your partner, if you are really you have partner like spouse, and you are also claiming your partner points, then you also need to show the genuine that is granted by your nationality. If your country doesn't accept those type of relationship certificate, then you are not eligible for spouse points. To get spouse point, to rank of the matrix point, to strengthen your matrix point, then your partner also have minimum English, you are not eligible. Otherwise, and the minimum charge for all visa for Canberra matrix is $300, and which is not non-refundable. So you will not get refund if even you are not get invited, refused. And so if you have all those documents, if you are backed up by all those documents, then you are eligible to apply the ROI. And this is the all information that you know minimum what about the ICT ROI, especially for overseas like a resident.